glad you came to visit me. Come right on in. Look, you came to see me in my little house. Come in. I'll just hold you by the shoulder. Walking through the door. Oh, look at that. See, there's my rather sparsely decorated apartment. There's my office is over that side. Come over here to my windows and you see the rest of my complex. There's my office downstairs. You can see the city of Dallas. Let me show you something new since the last time you visited me. Ta-da-ba-da-ba-bam. There's my new washer and dryer. So I'm just like the big kids now. There's nothing in my apartment, but if there were, I would have some place to wash it. So glad you're here. Let me get you ready. I started without you because I didn't think you were coming. So I started without you. Tonight we're going to make almost happy hour, Friday afternoon, and we're going to make Chinese fried rice. You cannot get this one wrong. You can't get it wrong. I started without you. You know what's in this pot. It's the onions and celery and some bell pepper and some poblano peppers. Let me wash my hands. Anything goes into fried rice, and I'm going to demonstrate that in a second here. We have all been to Chinese restaurants, and we all know it's not really fried. They take white rice and they put it in a wok and they put some peanut oil on it and they put some sesame oil on it and then they throw it all around with some vegetables and they put it on a plate and they call it fried rice. So let's see what's going on. Have I talked to you since I got that bunch out of that apartment? What a mess that was. I have seen some dirty apartments. This one was a weird one. The dishwasher, brand new, never been used. I'm washing my hands. The cabinets, brand new, never been used. They never put anything in the cabinets. That was a weird one. So I've got this going here. You know, this is only going to take a few minutes. Most people, when they have trouble with cooking, I think it's often because they don't use the right temperature. And I notice most people are afraid of high temperatures. You notice in this house, we're not afraid to use high temperatures. I'll make this so hot, it'll make the Frenchmen say, "Hail Britannia." That's going. I'm going to try to add a little water because it's so hot. I think I'm going to go ahead and steam that for just a second here. So I started without you and I made the rice. Remember when I made the turmeric? I put the rice in and I put the turmeric right in the water with it. I did the same thing with the soy sauce. I think I wanted a darker color, so we're going to add a little bit more in a minute here. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing over here. This is because I have one spoiled child who wants the rice, but she only wants shrimp in her rice. She doesn't want to eat chicken or sausage like everybody else. So she wants only the shrimp, and God forgive me, I have spoiled every child God has ever sent me. So I guess there's no reason to be surprised that I'm going to spoil this one. So what I'm going to have to do is cook the vegetables separate from the meat and then put them together in a minute. Anything goes in. Whatever you have. Let's see what we have over here. What do we have over here? I've got pineapples. This is going to be water chestnuts. Any kind of vegetables you happen to have in the freezer. Frozen vegetables. Here you go. Frozen. Right out of the freezer. Poor Miss Marguerite is going to have surgery on that eye. 99-year-old woman. They're going to have to take the eye out of her head, turn it backwards, and do something or other with the eye, and then put it back in her head. That's going to be a bad one. So yes, I have to cook Gay's shrimp separately. And then I have to put the rice on Gay's shrimp, and then I can cook everybody else's. for every child God has ever sent me. So far, my bosses seem to be nice. They're all hanging in there. I don't know. I talked to a lady today. Who manages a temp agency. And she was talking to me about her business, providing temporary help. She said her business is vastly and steadily improving. I tell you, from her lips to God's ears, that's all I have to say. Watch how long it takes to cook this shrimp. Everybody overcooks the darn shrimp. I said I didn't like it that way, and if you did like it that light, leave it that light. I want more soy sauce. You realize they put shrimp in sushi, right? So you can eat the shrimp raw. Bada boom. Shrimp. Her shrimp is done. Bada boom. And now I'm going to put her rice on top of her shrimp, and then I'll cook for everybody else. So I told Christine from the temp agency, your lips to God's ears, that it's turning around. And I would suppose the temp agency would be a place that...
Hello, Councilwoman Newman. I'm Julian Hernandez. I live near Keys Park. I know last night you were canvassing the neighborhood. I'd like to thank you for that. Just want to ask a few questions about Councilwoman Hunt's proposal for a gas drilling task force and how your opinion different on that. I don't know if that answer was that satisfactory. What is it about her plan that defers to the City Council in all decision-making process that
In Asian food, let's go ahead and try some ground ginger. You can buy fresh ginger at the store. Would you please buy your spices in as small a container as you can, because they go bad. Spices they lose their flavor. Let's try this. Let's start with a teaspoon. Let's see what we're going to take out of a teaspoon. Tomorrow night I'm going to go to a play at the community college. One of my neighbors, I think I might use the whole teaspoon. One of my neighbors is a professor. That looks like I have about a quarter of a teaspoon left. So maybe I should have started with a half teaspoon marker. One of my neighbors is a professor at the community college. And she said they're doing a play called The Physicist about Albert Einstein. I said, yeah, right, like I couldn't have played that part. Try sesame seed oil. They use it mostly just for flavor in Asian cooking. Give it a try. It's like with sesame seeds, but it's toasted. And so it has a unique, different kind of a flavor. I'm going to put some over here on Gay's dish that I didn't put on hers. Alright, let's pull this stuff together here. It was that fast. It's that fast and that easy. How hard can it? You can't get this one wrong. Look what I did with the carrots. I used a vegetable peeler. One of the few tools that you really should have in your kitchen is a vegetable peeler. And I decided I could have chopped the carrots, but I decided to shred the carrots tonight instead. All right? With this, you know what? I'm going to use a little bit of this sesame oil while I'm cooking the meat. Easier for happy hour. Put the rice on first, soy sauce in the rice. Saute the onions and celery and peppers. Put everything else you got in there. Very hot. Look at all of this. I even had some frozen peas. You can't get it wrong. This cannot be wrong. Let me see if I can transfer this without making too big a mess. You can take this to a party. You could do it while your guests are sitting right there. Obviously, if I was doing this for company who were sitting right there at my bar where you're sitting, obviously I wouldn't be using that big a pot. So isn't that pretty? So I could certainly handle this. Put it together. The whole thing took me, I made the rice earlier, but then to put it all together, the whole thing didn't take 15 minutes. Alright, now let me taste it and decide. Did you notice I didn't put any of the cayenne pepper and all that kind of stuff that I usually put? That's not, let me get my little spoon here. That is not Chinese food. That would be Cajun Chinese. You know how I am, I was going to fool with it. I'm going to put black pepper. I think I'm going to put salt too. I didn't put any salt in it, you notice that? Because the sausage is salty. So I didn't put any salt in it, but now I'm going to. The pineapple and the water chestnuts and the carrots right up here. They're not even cooked. Nope, just for color, right up here. That's going to be pretty. That's going to be spectacular. What else you got? I got walnuts and chopped green onions. Walnuts? Well, it's what you have. I hope you just try this and get the courage to do it. Because it's something different. It's sesame oil. Give it a little sheen at the top. And that is it. Let's go to happy hour. Come visit me again and make it often. Bye-bye. Love you.
15 names. CVS. And they said that you have to deliver 2 of those
It's guest stars.
as guest stars. I looked at the list.
Well, that worked then. Thank you for coming to visit me. We had a very nice, and did I mention my shirt? I got all kind of compliments today with my shirt and tie. My secretary almost took it away from me today. I said, can I please keep my M&M's tie? So we had a very nice time. This week I rented 2 apartments. I have 23 occupied and I have 4 leased. And we'll just see what's happening next. This is the city of Dallas right behind me. Come to visit me again very, very soon. Bye-bye.